Now, there's big buzz around SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav contesting polls this time in Uttar Pradesh. Of course, there's a lot of talk on which constituency he is going to choose. There are a couple of options that are before him. At least 4 options is what we hear. Even as Akhilesh Yadav readies to take the poll plunge, let's take a look at this detailed report on what's ahead of him.
Akhilesh Yadav looks set to raise the stakes in the battle for Uttar Pradesh. For the first time ever, the Samajwadi Party chief could be running for MLA. Sources in the party indicate Akhilesh Yadav could fight from any of these 4 seats: Gunnor, Mainpuri Sadar, Chibramau or Gopalpur. Gunnor and Mainpuri Sadar are considered the strongholds of the party. SP patriarch Mulayam Singh Yadav had become MLA from Gunnor twice. The biggest hint that he might contest elections came from Akhilesh Yadav himself. At a press meet, Akhilesh Yadav said his electoral contest may happen before Yogi Adityanath.
मैं आजमगढ़ की जनता से कहूंगा और पार्टी जहां फैसला लेगी वहां लड़ूंगा और चुनाव पहले होना चाहिए योगी जी से पहले लड़ लें चुनाव.
While elections in Azamgarh will be held in the 7th phase, Yogi Adityanath's home constituency, Gorakhpur, will vote in the 6th phase. Akhilesh had earlier said he would not contest the polls and would focus on every seat in the state. According to sources, the pressure on Akhilesh built after UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath decided to contest from Gorakhpur.
अखिलेश यादव जी पर अब इतना दबाव था मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के चुनाव लड़ने की घोषणा के बाद उनके पार्टी कार्यकर्ताओं में बड़ी निराशा थी और ऐसे में अब कार्यकर्ताओं के दबाव के बाद अखिलेश यादव जी नामुकुर करते हुए चुनाव लड़ने के लिए तैयार ही हो रहे हैं, लेकिन उनकी पराजय सुनिश्चित है.
Akhilesh is an MP from Azamgarh and he has never contested in a state election. If he were to contest, the question then is whether Mayawati and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra would be also tempted to enter the fray. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, now let me break it down for you. If at all, Gunnor is a safe seat for the SP's Akhilesh Yadav to contest. Of course, Gunnor is one constituency where Mulayam Singh has won this seat at least twice, so it is considered as a stronghold for the SP for a while. In fact, for close to a decade and more, it's been an SP stronghold. But nonetheless, in fact, we're also looking at SP winning at least 5 assembly polls here. So a good 25 years they've held on to that constituency. But SP, as far as the recent 2017 assembly election goes, SP suffered a setback. In fact, BJP this time has won the seat. 2017 BJP's Raju Yadav has won the assembly poll from this constituency of Gunnor, but still considered as a stronghold for the SP. Now let me cut across to Abhishek Mishra joining us live for more on that. Abhishek, Gunnor is now an option, it appears, after Azamgarh, which Akhilesh Yadav was very keen on. In fact, just yesterday he even held a presser stating that if people of Azamgarh are willing to or are open for me to contest from there, I'd like to contest from there. Now, Gunnor, it appears, seems to be a more favourable option for him. If you can give us a perspective as to why.
Well, absolutely, Ravila. Gunnor looks like a very promising seat for Akhilesh Yadav and for the Samajwadi Party because it has been a stronghold. And since this election is, happening for the Western Uttar Pradesh and Sambal, it's going to be one of those constituencies. Akhilesh really wants to get into the fray and is selecting a seat where a message could be given. We were earlier expecting it to be one of the Purvanchals, but the sources are telling that it could either be between Gunnor. Chibramau is also an option, which is a very safe seat for Akhilesh Yadav in Kannauj. It has always been a very stronghold for the party. The last time, only in 2017, Archana Pandey from the BJP won. Other than that, there are also a few safe options. But it's very likely that Gunnor could be that seat because it is in Western Uttar Pradesh. It is a stronghold for the Samajwadi Party. And to kick off the challenge, to start this election with a massive challenge is something which Akhilesh Yadav is very keen on. So it looks like that Gunnor had high chances, but it remains to be seen when the official announcement would be made. But Akhilesh Yadav is all set to contest the election. He has now made it clear. Yesterday in the press conference also, he responded to the question, and it looks like that, the battle is getting intense. And that is the only reason that Akhilesh decided to get into the fray against all these leaders, including Yogi Adityanath, the deputy chief ministers, and it remains to be seen whether the other top leaders will also get into the fray after looking how Akhilesh has joined the battle now. Yes.
Abhishek, thank you very much for joining us with those details.